Hello, welcome to this recorded taste challenge. I couldn't do Dawn Buster's taste challenge because we have no electricity, and that's the result of Hurricane Hurricane Catherine Zeta-Jones. So beautiful weather now. Hurricane left, and immediately the cold front started blowing through, and it blew all the clouds away. Perfect sunshine here in late morning. So we have from 1749 Appleton Estate, crafted in the heart of Jamaica, Signature Blend, 40% alcohol. All right, and this rum is complex. It's their flagship, but it's pretty complex if you look at their website. It's a rich blend, and it's got a lot of good age on it. Rums of different ages, and I'll have the link posted below. Don't have a link for Ronrico, the competitor, introduced in 1860, because there's no website listing. Gold label Ronrico. Show the cabana, and there's the pathway to the cabana. Go have a drink there at the beach. It used to say, now there's the crest, they got that in 1889 from the King of Spain. It was declared a rum of nobles. It is distilled at Cruzan Distillery. Now, it used to say Puerto Rico, but something changed at some point, and it wasn't that long ago. I think it was moved to the Cruzan Distillery. All right, so bottled by Ronrico Rum Company. That's actually Beam Suntory in Frankfort and Claremont, Kentucky. So it's distilled, aged, blended, or maybe blended and aged, depending on how they do it. This one in St. Croix, or on the island of St. Croix in the United States Virgin Islands, by Cruzan Distillery, and then it's shipped to Kentucky and bottled by the Jim Beam Company. So there you go. You can tell it's the same bottle design as Old Crow. So I don't think it's going to be much of a taste challenge anyway. It would have been nice to do it live, but I don't know when the electricity is coming back on. It's been off for 17 hours. I also bought the Ronrico gold label, silver label. This is the gold. Silver label, same price for both bottles, $9.49 at Winn-Dixie, $9.49 at Winn-Dixie. Everybody's got it for the same price, actually. This runs about $18.99 to $20, but I got this at Mathern's for $9.99 about 2 years ago. I don't know why they had it so cheap, but I was glad they did, so I got it basically half price. Great deal. All right, so R, capital R, little r, Ronrico, and then the Appleton Estate. You can see the Appleton Estate is amber. This is just straw gold, or light gold. Ronrico, sorry about the wind, it's kicking up. Had wind coming from all kind of directions the last 24 hours. Now it's from the northwest. The Ronrico has a recipe, cocktail recipe on the back label. 1976 Ronrico recipe. What is it? The old-fashioned, yeah. Interesting. All right. Kind of sloshing it around. I'm not meaning to do that. I can feel it spilling onto my hands. I'm going to guess it on aroma, so this won't last too long. That's the Appleton Estate. And that's the Ronrico. Okay. The challenge part is over. I knew this was Ronrico because it's so much drier in the nose. All right. It's very plain compared to this. This one's rich. Rich, and it smells like charred oak barrel, and especially it smells like the marshmallows when you roast them over the fire. It's the best smelling rum I think I've ever had. Maybe Myers is dark. It's the best I've smelled. Now this one, compared to that, it just doesn't have any aroma. I mean, there's some muted light brown sugar, but it's very muted. So you could say basically odorless for this one relative to this one, which is rich, very rich, even buttery. Fabulous, fabulous. When you check out the website, you're gonna see that why, you know, it's all kinds of different charcoal, which they don't disclose, that they drip it through and filtering, and different age, like I say, different age rums. So Ronrico, it is blends of different rums, but they're minimally aged. Same price as the Cruzan, basically, and maybe 50 cents cheaper, but it's no worse. Cruzan's pretty bland. In fact, I think the Ronrico has less off flavors than the Cruzan. Cheers for the taste. I may as well close my eyes and being blinded by the bright sun. All the stuff I described in the aroma is in the taste. Rich, luxurious, sweet, sugary, marshmallow, even a little dates. Sounds crazy, but there's a guy from England told me he would love to do a rum examination with me. I think he does beer reviews, and I think he should try to get that one. We could examine that one, but I don't think he'll get it for $9.99. So he's gonna have to let me know what he wants to examine. Plus, he said he wants to examine Efes Turkish lager. Well, it's kind of ordinary, but it's an interesting product. I'd like to find the Efes dark. I hadn't seen it for years. It just tastes like alcohol, you know, like an alcoholic beverage. Not grain alcohol, of course, it's not grain. It's sugar alcohol, molasses alcohol. But it's a strong bite of 40% alcohol. A little slight sugar, some wood, some charcoal, but not too much. It's pretty dry, and this is definitely not designed to be a sipper, all right? It's why you think they're putting immediately trying to bring your attention to our cocktails on the back, because this kind of exercise is not what it is designed for. This one, however, is super sippable on its own, and this is the least expensive of their lineup. So imagine what their $150, $200 variants taste like. Can you believe how wonderful they must be? I guess I can believe it, but I'd have to taste it to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's great. So no contest. It's a taste challenge in name only. I knew that before I started this. I was going to do it live, like I said, but people can make comments, and that's always fun, but it didn't work out. Hopefully electricity will be coming back on sooner than later. I do plan to do another taste challenge today. This will be for Friday's challenge, and it's going to be Ronrico versus a much more competitive. They'll be on a competitive level. The Ronrico versus the Skull. No, sorry, Aristocrat. Aristocrat from Grosskirch Distilling. The Grosskirch, Mr. and Mrs. Grosskirch passed away 21 years ago, so the company has been picked up by Heaven Hill. They'd go around picking up a lot of smaller companies and brands, much like Beam Suntory and Sazerac do. So would I recommend this? I mean, I would recommend it for $9.49 to do mixed drinks, cocktails, and maybe some kind of baking. People cook with rum. Yeah, it should work fine for that. But as a standalone sipper, well, when I did a solo review, it actually wasn't bad. But when you start putting it into competition, that's where things either break down or really shine through. With Appleton Estate, it never loses. It always shines through. It's amazing, really. This one is kind of in the mix of the ho-hum products. Aristocrat, Skull, Ron Pantaba, they're all kind of on the same level, just ordinary, inexpensive. Skull might have a little something special to it though. But anyway, time will tell. So les bon temps relais with this one, and I'm gonna I would highly recommend it. And I'm gonna end this taste challenge by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.